Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Sunday the 18th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning fairly early, got cleaned up after Bruce, all good, just fun with that, but got the dogs outside, got them all kind of wrapped up in what had to be done, so I slept on the couch again because the dogs that I have here are just, they can't be more than like 10 feet from a human being, and I didn't want them in that bedroom with the noise they make and stuff and keep my wife awake longer and that whole thing. So I got up, got the dogs out. Basically mom stirs at like 5 a.m. so I basically get up at that same time also, especially here because the other dogs are literally on the opposite side of the wall of where the room she stays in. So she makes noise, they wake up and they start barking, and of course I get startled awake, which just sucks. And I realize it really has been taxing on me with even Bruce, with every time he gets up and moves around, the moment he clip-clops on the floor, I wake up out of a startle and rush him outside, trying to get him outside before he poops on the floor. And it's weighing on me, just physically and mentally. It's kicking my ass. I'm not getting that nice, peaceful waking. Like even when I do have to set alarms, which is very seldom in my life. For many years I didn't set an alarm at all, but when I do have to set an alarm, I set it for with my sleep app that tracks my sleep, that gives me like a 20-minute range that finds out when I'm least, when I'm most moving around, like when I'm restless or whatever type thing. It'll then wake me up then to the gentle sound, which is much better for your, just your body, your rhythm. You get a lot more rest. You can have, like, say, a 6-hour sleep, and if you're startled awake, it gives you the same benefits like a 3-hour sleep. Where if you have a 6-hour sleep and you get woke up peacefully and kindly, you just kind of gradually, the light gets brighter and brighter, like sunrise type thing. It's like an 8-hour rest. So, and if you get woke up by a normal alarm, it's just like, my alarm went off, blah blah, whatever. It's like a 6-hour rest. So it depends on how you're awoken. And I've been awoken with a startle trying to get my dog outside for months now, and I think it's really weighing on me, mentally especially, and also physically. But I'm not sure if that's it. It's the only thing we don't hear on, but it is what it is. So we got up though, got the dogs all out, got Bruce out, Luna out, everybody outside, got them all basically hanging out there, and we just hung outside for a little bit until the rest of the house kind of stirred and got up. My wife actually got up, started moving around, and then I had to go feed some cats, so I had to leave before 7 a.m. So I got everybody back inside, got everybody separated out, feeding everybody and stuff, headed out to feed some cats. Got back from there, finished up with feeding everybody and getting everybody separated out, and then headed back outside to hang out with the cats or hang out with the dogs again for the day. So I was chilling out there for a bit, and then my wife said she was going to go take her Father's Day out to eat whatever, and then go shopping, taking him up to the record store or whatever, and do whatever he wants to do on the day. So I said, absolutely, do what you want to do. You're good. I got all this here. I'm good to go. So we all worked that out. She took off. I don't know, early, midday, I guess, mid-morning, late morning, whatever you want to call it. So she was gone for a while. In the process, I was hanging out with the dogs, ended up giving back a couple of the dogs. Went home, actually all 3 of the dogs went home this morning. So that made my life a little bit less stressful. And they were good dogs, it's just, I can't sleep with them here, it made it rough. So 3 nights sleep on the couch with them making noise and keeping me up all night, really just, it taxes on you, and it really affects your body a lot. So it is what it is. I went ahead, and from there I basically got a couple of things done. Decided to work on the shelf that I'm putting together for my father-in-law to put records on, and I added more brackets, some corner brackets to it, and basically got it more rigid, more strong to hold 25 square feet of albums on there. It takes a lot of weight. So, but everything I researched online says to hold it. Everybody, I've seen people doing it, although everyone I look at, they're never stuffed like brim full like he does. They have like 3/4 full, so you can flip records around easier and stuff back and forth. And they also have like a shelf here or there with like decorative or little figurines and stuff on it. And that's not him. He's just warehouse, stack them deep. So hopefully nothing happens. Hopefully it works out. I gotta get it screwed to the wall, but I gotta figure out where he wants it before I can screw it to the studs, make sure it doesn't move. I gotta cut the baseboard out and stuff also, but decided to haul it over there. Getting rid of the couch and sectional, like footstool kind of stuff, getting rid of all that. So I went over there, put the shelf up on a dolly. My wife got back home, asked me to help. I said, no, I got this. Like, I just often prefer to work by myself because I don't know if I don't use the right words or if people don't listen correctly or what, but they just think it needs to go a different direction. Like one of the things I'm really big on, if I'm backing up and you're facing me while carrying something, and I say I need you to go to your left, that means your left. But most of the time I find people think, oh, he means his left, so I'll go to my right. I'm like, no, I already did this math in my head. I need you to go to your left. And it's just that, oh, I thought you meant, or my wife, in her case, she doesn't know her left or her right or the damn. She screws it up quite a bit because it just gets in her head, the dyslexia thing a little bit, that becomes an issue. So I find often, many times I'm better off just doing it by myself and just figuring it out. Plus, if it was to fall and it gets broke, it gets damaged, I break something, who cares? But if I'm worried about dropping it on somebody else and hurting them, then it gets way up. Adds so much stress in my life, it's not worth it. So this thing's a few $100. So if it was to fall and destroy itself and whatever, I could really give a shit less. I would pay $300 just not to have to live with the stress of hurting my wife in the process of moving it. Just that alone would be worth it to me. So I hauled it over there, stuck it in the driveway, and then went in and moved the couch and the footstools and stuff all outside. Father-in-law was like, oh, thanks for the shirts. And I'm like, shirts? What are you talking about? I have no idea. And I guess I bought him a shirt a while back that something about being old. I don't remember what it said. Something about, I don't know exactly what it was, but something about being old. And I laughed and joked when I saw it. And I told my wife, I said, hey, should I get this for your father? And she goes, yeah, go ahead. And I'll say you get it to me Father's Day, I think is what she said. But I kind of forgot about it. And he said shirts, not shirt. So it confused me as well. But he showed me one, oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's been a while and yada, yada, yada. So they went ahead and basically was happy to have the stupid old man shirt. So we kind of laughed and joked about it. And then I hauled the furniture out of the house. He's like, so are you gonna help? I'm like, nope, doing this all by myself. Because, oh, you can't do yourself. I'm like, watch me, you just damn away. That's all I ask. I need you to just stay back. So if something falls, I don't have to hurt myself trying to avoid from hitting you with it. Because if I start to lose grip on something, I can just push it away from me and it's less likely to hurt me. But if I got to worry about you being over there, now I got to pull it towards me to try to save it. And then both of us can get hurt way worse than it needs to be. So it is what it is there. So he stayed out of the way for the most part. Got his stuff outside, stuck it out, went ahead and got the shelf inside, stuck it kind of about where I think it needs to go, and told him to look at it, think about it, and decide if we need to move it east or west on the wall and find out how far east or west he wants to go and if he wants a second one or not, kind of thing. So we can go from there and get that all fun done. So, but yeah, went ahead from there, head back out, saw the new neighbors, a couple of houses down on the old side of the street, moving in. Went down and talked to them and asked them how things were going and whatnot, whatever. And he was talking about the situation that he kind of moving in and stuff. Gave him a hand moving a couple items in. Asked him about patching the roof because he said he'd put some tarp on my roof for me. I ain't got to it yet. And he's like, oh, I gotta get my company truck and whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever, no big deal. So basically chatted a little while, offered him some of my tools for moving this big ass gun safe. I said, I got a winch, I got some heavy dollies, I got stuff. If you want to use it, you're welcome to. Let me know. I'll be happy to give you a hand. So didn't hear from him again. And basically headed back over to the house. Hung out there for a little while, just kind of chilling out with the dogs and hanging around doing not much of nothing. And then client was supposed to pick up our other dog about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then I get a text that says that with traffic and stuff, she's gonna be a little late, whatever. So I was like, okay. And then I get another text saying the fact that she's got a flat tire and she called AAA and they said it's gonna be like 2.5 hours before they can get there to change the tire. And she was like, blah, blah, blah. And she's never learned how to change tire, full grown woman, And I said, well, go ahead and get the tire out, get the jack out, because part of it thinking if you don't have a spare or your spare is ruined, you need to call AAA and tell them you have to have the vehicle towed in there, or even just call a tire shop and say, hey, bring me this size tire, change it on the side of the street, whatever. But I said, go ahead and get the jack out, get the tire out, that kind of stuff, and have your hatch open hang. When people see you attempting to help yourself, they're more likely to help you. And she's like, oh, that ain't gonna work. I pulled way off the highway and stuff. I'm on a backside road. She's on the interstate more. I'm like, well, that's actually better because people are less likely to want to help you on the interstate because they're going to get killed while they're driving on the interstate, kind of thing, in that whole process. So she's like, okay. And I'm like, do what you want, but hey, that's what I would do, because I wouldn't want to sit there for 2 hours plus and wait for them to show 2.5 hours what it's going to be when we get there. So she did. She went ahead and got it out. She got the spare out, sent me a picture of it, and I was like, oh, that does not look safe. I'm like, you need to send me the other side of that tire. Like, it's like the rim sticking out. It looks like one of those stance Mazda Miatas. That's like, oh, that's not good. Rim sticking way out past the tire and stuff. And the Mercedes, I guess, they leave their spares flat for whatever reason. you're supposed to put it on the car first, then air it up, I guess, which I don't know what difference that makes, but she started pumping it up, and then I texted her like, hey, I need to see the other side of that rim before you bother with this anymore, because it might be not worth your time. And she said some other guy stopped to help her. So then she got it all done, got it on there, and she drove over and picked the dog up. But thinking I was gonna be that much later, I decided to go for my run. So I went and got my run in, and basically got back from my run. And as I was still on the run, she texted, I'm on my way. This is far out, kind of thing. I got the tire fixed. I'm like, okay, but she don't know how long it's gonna take me because I gotta drive slower and yada yada. Because the space saver, you're not supposed to drive 80, you know, kind of thing. So she went ahead, and basically as I got done my run, came back to the house, and I sent her a text. I'm like, hey, how far out are you? Do I have time for a shower? She goes, I'm 20 minutes out, so it's up to you. So I had time to jump in the shower real quick, which worked out well, and then basically got a shower, gave her back her dog. We chatted, looked at the tire and stuff. She's gonna go get, hopefully tomorrow, she get her tire replaced or patched if she can get it patched. Found out she put a new roof on her house and all kinds of stuff. So of course she's concerned about having to be broke, because she went and had to get like a $25,000 loan to get a roof on her house, which seems high for that thing, but hey, it is what it is. No, I have no idea. So, but she's doing a traditional metal roof with all the rubber gaskets, and I would never have that. So I told her about that, and now she's worried about going that way and getting shingles instead, and who the hell knows. So, but we had that cock, got back in, went ahead, had to run over and go take care of the cats. Now I got 2 cats to take care of, or well, 4 cats, 2 different houses. So I had to go take care of both them. So basically got that wrapped up, got them all fed, got that all done, got back to the house, told my wife, I'm like, just eat whatever you want. It's, you know, I'm gonna be late as hell. So they went ahead and ate. I got back, I finally ate, and then headed back outside. I watched some nanny fee something bullshit show they were watching. I was watching it, and it wasn't horrible, but it was dumb. So then from there, headed back outside. It was just the little pit bull and me, and then Bruce outside hanging out. Had a little storm roll through, but so far the roof didn't leak again, at least not that I saw, so that was a good thing. But yeah, found myself a nice little cigar, wrapped it up, and called it a night. So that's all I got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.